Seconds, we'll find out. Okay, music's off for a moment. They're fighting each other, let them be. Hit once.
Kill.
Nice!
Going up nice. Let me know when you're doing stuff like that. I'm going to get involved. Oh, look at this. Bam! Get it! Yeah! Oh my! God damn!
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Real Life Problems. We're back.
Are we live?
Yes,
Yep.
we are live. Take it away, Ricky.
Oh, well, that was fast. Our audience of 2, whoever you are, we're about to treat you nice and proper. So, thanks for joining us for another installment of Real Life Problems. And I just butchered the intro. We're a couple of timid guys passionate about all things with disabilities. Maybe I should stick to the script and read as I do stuff.
Script, who needs them?
I am Ricky, your local floppy quadriplegic. With me, as always, is Bill,
What up?
the man with weak muscles but a strong heart. And last but not least, we have John.
How's it going, world?
He may not be able to see, but is always a sight for sore eyes. And
Got it
with my
right.
new glasses now, I can see him even more. Together, we make the Voice Life, a podcast by the disabled for the disabled. Welcome, one
Welcome
and all.
indeed.
All right.
How's everyone doing this fine week? Esta semana. That's
Ooh.
Spanish for
Good.
this.
Spanish for what?
This week.
Esta semana? That means this week.
Oh wow, look at this guy coming in with foreign language stuff, trying to seduce us already. What the hell? Now he's gonna start throwing romantic lines at us.
Yo quiero entrar tus pantalones.
I love it when you speak Spanish.
I don't know if you understood that one, but
Jeez.
I didn't.
hopefully you did.
I did
Said I wanna
not.
enter your pants.
Yeah, take me to dinner first, and then we'll talk.
This podcast is brought to you by Not Safe for Work.
Yeah. Oh wait, what's work?
Después.
People don't even know what work is anymore.
What is work? Work,
Yeah.
work. No, what have you guys been doing this week?
Not much. Just playing video games, living life, you know.
Yeah, playing video games. Got obsessed with this new indie soul-like game, which is like Dark Souls. Anybody likes those? It's called Hellpoint, and I'm really into it. Luckily the devs hooked me up with a key through a key mailer, and that was pretty awesome. So I've been playing
What
that.
does that mean?
Well, so key mailer is basically a site you can sign up for if you're a creator, and basically, if based on, I mean, I guess it's based on statistically like how well your channel does. Like you have more of a chance to get certain keys over other ones. But it like basically they provide you with the ability to try out games. A lot of times indie devs specifically. I mean, sometimes it's not indie devs. Sometimes it's like AAA titles, but they will
you get free
actually,
games.
yeah, they'll post the keys on there.
And you can get them if you're a creator. You stream them for the world to see, and that's your price for getting the game.
The title is not
Generally.
necessarily. I agree with Zen. I don't agree with the statement. I think it's a ridiculous statement. That was why it's kind of clickbaity, which maybe that's maybe that's bad, but I don't know. I wanted to get people into the topic.
Well, so you just got to play games for the public, and you get a free game. That's not.
Yeah.
Wait, so ZenFX already in the chat. I remember him from last week. Does
As
being
a
disabled make
hero.
me a what? No, does it make me a what? Or oh, he's talking about the title. Oh, I see what you're getting at.
Because there's an O in it.
A hero. Yes, I think it does make you
Mhm.
a hero. Once you enter the world of disabilities, you get this card from the higher ups that says you're a hero now, and here are your superpowers. And your superpowers are making other people uncomfortable, and also making them overly honest, and making them want to harm you. It's
I
not
like.
the best superpower in the world, but it's
You
a superpower.
you can't forget.
I've always
You
wanted to be a
can't
hero.
forget having. You can't forget having to put up with that being asked the same questions over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
It's true. I'm just.
That's
what
a
is-
pretty powerful superpower.
What is your disability, Zen Effect?
Well,
Did I ask him this last week? I don't
I'm
know.
taking that from a very cynical like viewpoint, though. Obviously, because
What
the
does
point,
dick mean? Does it mean you turn into a dick, like you take on the physical attributes of
the
human
physical form of a
male
dick.
genital, become a dick? You start squirting semen everywhere, or you gotta elaborate on these things. You can't just say you go dick mode and expect me to know.
This just got twisted.
Oh well, we went down.
God.
So beautiful.
Zen Effect, he transformed. Why am I all sticky?
So in that situation, do your balls become your feet? Are your balls your feet then?
That's what I'm assuming. So I mean,
That might hurt to walk though. Like damn.
Wow.
I imagine if you're.
But I don't know what
become-
walking is anymore. So.
But I imagine if you become a human morphic phallic item, they might make shoes for that kind of occasion.
Ball shoes. My disability is seizures with sudden death syndrome, along with chronic suicidal ideation. I'd never
I'm
heard that.
letting you read that word 'cause I don't know how to pronounce it
I
either.
never heard of that term, actually. And my cell is acting the fool, so I'll have to watch when I get home. No worries. Have you ever heard of that? I've never heard of that. I feel really ignorant. Well, I am really ignorant here.
I have
To
not
that.
heard of it. Elaborate to us.
If you're
What
able
that
to. Because he said his cell is being all...
So you made a comment on my glasses earlier, so I am collecting disabilities now at my age, where I never needed glasses before, and now I do, to look at screens. So, yippee, not only am I your floppy quadriplegic who can't piss in a toilet anymore, but now I need help seeing. So I'm wondering, what disability can I collect next? What's
Right.
next in
That's
my
a good
bag?
question.
And more of what I was like kind of hitting on with the hero thing was that I feel like what I hate about that term is that I hate all of a sudden that just because I'm living my life and dealing with what I need to deal with, that there'll be people that will sometimes go out of their way to kind of like make this sort of announcement of like, oh, this guy, like, he really does works really hard in dealing with this, and it's just like it's impressive and stuff like that. And I mean, I understand maybe they're coming from maybe they have a good heart about it, but it's just the way that it comes out is almost like I don't need a participation trophy for just being fucking me. I'm living my life.
Wait. Are you telling me you have a disability? Are you telling me you can't walk and you're still living?
Yeah,
Bill, I had
exactly.
no idea. Can I
Such a
tell you something?
strange concept.
It's
Imagine
kind of
that.
an honor being in your presence. I didn't know you were a hero.
Oh God. But yeah, it's that type of yeah.
Kind of how it feels, right? Like when someone comes up to you and says that shit, it's like, oh, fuck you.
Like, what are you? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. It's like because I think
Yeah.
it goes back to wanting to be treated like everybody else. Like not just don't get special treatment because he has this trouble and blah blah blah. It's just like no, I want to be treated like anybody else.
Okay, well, playing devil's advocate here, though, sometimes I will play the handicap card and will take that special treatment if so need be. If someone wants to buy me a beer and I'm in the mood for a beer, or if someone wants to get into the front of the line of something and I want to get to that front of the line too, I'm not going to fight them.
I take advantage of those situations, which some people might be like, "You shithead." But I mean, if they're offering,
if you're offering, I'm not gonna be the one to sit there and bum all day. But if you're gonna sit there and offer, don't think I won't take it.
Exactly. But I think that's true of a lot of people. I think anybody, like if you're talking about anybody that has an opportunity for something like that, say someone's going to be like, "Hey, you want to go to the front of the line?" Sure. What's that going to hurt?
Who doesn't want to go to the front of the line?
Exactly.
I got a question for you guys then. This is a play on the word heroes. If you had to keep your disability, but you also gained a superpower, what superpower would it be? Like, what if we actually became heroes? Crime-fighting heroes. You just see the world just being completely saved by people in chairs and crutches and
I would go for super strength, and the reason being is that strength is never saying really strong is not that's not really a word that someone with a muscle disease says. You're never going to be saying that. You're never going to be winning any contests for strength. If you will.
Would your super strength still degenerate over time?
That's an interesting
You know,
concept.
what if you had the reverse effect where your strength started increasing over time to the point where your muscles overtook the rest of your body instead?
Yeah. Yeah, well, no. What about an actual story? If they like, it'd be cool if they made a story about someone that does have MD, but they have powers, but basically they have to make the decision of like what things they have to actually like do, and
So you want to be a superhero, eh?
it's
Well, let me
lit.
tell you
No, no, no.
something. Choose your disability. You stick with that disability, you get your superpowers.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, what if there was a story where it was like someone was actually had to think about the choices that they made and the people that they may save, and each time that they do it, it slowly degrades the strength over time. That could be a really interesting concept. I think that's
I got you.
Essentially, so much power in the super
yeah,
meter.
right. And you
So,
basically
so
have to
John,
make choice.
if you had to keep your disability but pick a superpower that didn't negate your disability or cure it or whatever, what would it be?
That would actually be very, very tough to answer.
And you can't pick super sight.
Of course not. I wouldn't. I wouldn't anyway. But I do think an altered sight that isn't quite sight to replace what lack of vision I do have could be kind of cool.
You could do like ultrasonic hearing.
Not quite.
Because if you have the super hearing, then you can use echolocations and just pretty much be like Daredevil, rebuild the world around you.
Hmm. Oh yeah, I forgot about Daredevil.
Mm-hmm.
What it would essentially be is more like seeing in energy or seeing in sort of a different spectrum.
Hmm.
I gotcha.
That could be interesting.
Kind of like think thermal vision, but not necessarily thermal. More of a atomic version of that.
And what about you, Ricky?
Like the energy that atoms produce as they move around. That's what I see.
Gotcha. So you'd see like in the quantum realm or something.
Yes.
Hmm. Me,
It
I'd choose
wouldn't be enhanced vision because I'd still see about as much as I do now, but it would be on a different spectrum.
It'd be kind of like how there's the mantis shrimp. I think that's what it's called. They can see more colors of the spectrum than the human eye can.
Oh,
So
really?
like your vision in the human spectrum still is subpar, but you have like vision elsewhere.
Right.
Hmm. I dig it. Me, I'd choose teleportation, but I'd have to
Yeah.
teleport from chair to chair because if I teleport anywhere, I can't take my chair with me. I'd have to if I teleport and there's not a chair there, then I just kind of just fall to the ground.
I would like that. I would like that one though because I'd be like, "Hey, I need to take a shit. Teleport." And then
Yeah, there you go. But
wouldn't have to
that's
worry
what I
about
prefer.
transfers anymore.
yeah, but I would
Yeah,
also need a power that would automatically rip my, it automatically rips shorts off, and then it automatically puts them back on, and then it
That's
teleports.
the question. That would
And
be
then it
indeed
teleports.
the question.
A teleportation.
That would indeed be the a random question of the day. If you had teleportation, are you sure your clothes would come with you?
What
that's
if your
true.
what if your clothes didn't come with you? What if that was like an optional thing that you could do
I'm
with the
pretty sure my
teleportation?
clothes can come with me. I'm gonna go bare bones at all. It's like so if I teleport, I have to have a chair and clothes nearby at all times. But still, I would still find a way to be a hero somehow. Like just like some guy's about to rob a bank, and I'll just teleport naked on top of him. Like, stop you, and
Like,
just kind of yeah. Oh
it's just
God,
like
there's this
he just
naked
shows
bony
up.
guy falling all over me.
Well, what if he shows up and then he like has some height on him, like meaning like he falls from a bit of a distance, like on top of the guy's head, and he's just like naked. It's just like Well, what if you accidentally get your junk near his mouth? You know, then it becomes.
I mean, that's the point. I'm gonna try and teleport with my junk near his face.
Oh, speaking
My
of
goal
that,
is to teleport my balls into other people's mouths. Let's just say as bluntly as that. I'll
this reminds.
teleport, and people will just wake up with my balls in their mouth and just like, "Ah."
Wow.
Hey,
Oh, I think we lost a viewer. I wonder
that-
if I lost them with my
that-
balls in their mouth. I'm
well,
gonna
that,
go
re-
teleport behind them.
that reminds me. I just watched this Eric Andre comedy special, and he was. I don't know if it actually was true, but it may actually be true. To be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised. Where he was just like, some fan met him. He said, "Hey, man, I don't know how to say this, but you know, one time, your dick kind of like went into my mouth a little bit." And he's just like, oh shit, sorry. Why that's going.
I don't either.
Okay. Anyways, he
What a
said that
weird point to pause a story. Hey, I get your dick
basically
in my mouth.
Eric
Hold on,
Andre,
guys. Let me take a minute to kind of
got naked.
Think on that.
He got completely naked, okay? Like he does this sometimes. And he jumped just, completely naked into the crowd. And the guy said apparently part of his dick, for a certain point, landed in his mouth and just gave it like a tap. And he was just like, I hope you enjoyed the show. Like, it was like you didn't know what to tell him. Like, it's just like, sorry. Only Eric Andre would have a problem like that. Only someone like him would run into this issue.
Right.
Wow.
I highly recommend that comedy special though. That shit was hilarious.
I bet it was.
He's fucking out there. Like he is completely out there.
Well, there's a whole campaign with him to replace Ellen on her show.
Could you even imagine what that would be like? Mornings with
Probably
Eric.
better than what it is now.
or I guess she's like a later afternoon slot, I think. I don't think she's a morning show.
I don't know. I don't watch Ellen.
If I remember correctly, because there was a few times that I've actually seen it pop up was, for whatever reason, this pizza shop that actually one up the street from me, Tony's, you probably know the place. It's been there forever. Had it on and
Tony's?
Tony's. It's called Armetta's now.
I know, I'm joking.
Should know that place. I was gonna say that'd be ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. They got good steak and cheese. Chicken cheesesteaks. They got good chicken
They
cheesesteaks.
do.
Yes.
Mhm.
Anyways. Hero talk.
Yes. Now that we're done with the random conversation.
Yes. about
Bill got sidetracked by dicks again, and we just
about dicks going in mouths.
Sorry, guys, dicks are just way too distracting.
Also, another topic of this episode: fellatio. No.
Now that's a topic I can get behind. Nothing quite like the good gold taste of a dick. Oh man!
Now that's a campaign. That's a thing to campaign on. All right.
I hope I hope I never get famous one day, and someone watches this stream, clips that little snippet, and takes that out of context and posts it everywhere. Actually, no, I kind of hope they do. That'd be hilarious.
And then he gets canceled. And that was how the Rickles got canceled. Find out what happens next on the True E story. Remember how they used to have those?
All right, so we said that we hate it when people single us out and try and like put us up in a pedestal. Have you ever done that to someone else who has a disability?
I mean, I have said before that I thought what they did was encouraging, but I don't think I oversold it. I don't think I was like necessarily trying to be like, I mean, I've said stuff like how I was impressed by like, for instance, Disabled Tron, I think, before it came to my chat, and I was just like, I think it's really cool and impressive how you game. I mean, I think that's really awesome and really encouraging. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I would consider that necessarily being like worship. Like, oh, you need to be put on a pedestal for that.
Right.
But I mean, I don't know. I don't really like doing that though. It's cringy to me, so it's like I don't really like doing something that I don't like doing something that's cringy to me to someone else because it makes me cringe to do it. If I was doing it.
I feel like I've done it accidentally. Or I guess I've like
yeah.
I felt like I haven't known how to talk to someone with a disability before, and then I feel like, oh shit, I'm doing exactly what I hate. Like I remember like working at the bike shop. Every once in a while, a guy would come in a wheelchair while I was in the wheelchair, and just be like, "Hey, what are you doing in here?" I don't know.
Hey,
I
what
just
are you
didn't know.
doing?
Yeah, I was just like, "This isn't a place for you." No, nothing like that. But I've had times where I feel like I just didn't know how to talk to someone in a wheelchair because I was like, didn't want to be. I don't know. I'm doing a terrible job explaining. I'm not doing a good job moderating today.
I mean, I don't know. I think what you're trying to say is just it's hard sometimes. Maybe you don't know necessarily what to say, depending on like, I guess maybe how the person starts the conversation. Maybe I don't know. Like depending on how like it started, like or I don't know. Maybe you're trying to make the person feel. Maybe you were trying to make the person feel comfortable, but as a result of making them feel comfortable, you were kind of like maybe over talking like the fact, oh, that's cool that you're able to do this and blah blah blah. Maybe you just like I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I mean, I think
Okay, let me switch up the question then. Has another disabled person ever made you feel uncomfortable about your disability? Because this
hmm,
one I have a better example.
I mean, I don't know. I guess when someone like says like they get mad about I don't know if another disabled person. I think it was where they were kind of saying like, "Oh, well, you shouldn't call yourself a cripple or whatever." It's like if I want to call myself that, I'm going to call myself that. Tell me, or this whole thing of people, um, of differently abled or something, like someone using that term that's also disabled about me. I'm just like, don't say that. That's offensive to me. Like, and I know that sounds harsh, but it sounds stupid to me. It sounds really dumb to me because it's just like, just get to the meat and potatoes of it. Disabled.
Exactly. Exactly.
Fucking
We
disabled. Don't, you know?
we are what we are.
I mean, I don't know. I just don't
Yep.
like when people do flavoring on the speech. Like, I just don't like this
Yeah.
overthought that's like some people in the community. Like, there's some people in the community with even the way that they will do a tweet sometimes, how they'll be like, "Oh, differently abled," and I'm like, or someone will correct themselves when they say to me, "Oh, you have a disability. Oh, wait, I mean, you're differently abled." And it's like, no, you were right the first time. Like
you
Jesus.
use you use the dictionary definition. You're good.
Yeah. Yeah. This whole I don't want to be offensive, so I'll use the soft term. No. Call it like it is. I do.
Yeah, call a spade a spade.
Yeah. See, my example is where someone in a wheelchair made me feel kind of weird. Was like, this is again when I was working in a bike shop,
Yeah.
and I was just outside the shop. I was going to open up with someone else, so I was still rolling up to the front door, and some guy just rolls up in a car, pulls his friend's wheelchair out of the back of the truck, and just like starts laying it in front of me. And he's like, "Hey man, I need you to go in there and tell them everything what to do and blah 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 blah. I like need these tires changed." I was like, "Yeah, I work here." He's like, "Oh man, cool. Then you already know what to do. And you know he needs this, this, and this, and this, and I know you'll take care of it." And I was just like, "What?" And I'm obviously not doing a good job of explaining the story, but in the moment, I was very pissed. I was,
I I think I understand what you're saying because it seems like there was an assumption made on his part that just all of a sudden you're going to magically know everything without just like I don't know. I feel like most people
that
have to
dude
talk to
applies to that
someone.
dude's wheelchair and stuff and things. I was like, it's like, dude,
Oh, you cut out there. Your sound completely cut out.
Yep. Lost.
Oh no. How could this happen? No. How could this happen to me? I'm just kidding. We're not going into that.
I would hope not. Like, that was the most random part of random I've ever heard today.
We've been really random though. From the
Yeah,
top,
today has been a random day, and I have no idea why.
I did not imagine at the start of this podcast that fellatio would be brought up somehow. Multiple times too. All because of a superpower.
Yeah.
Oh guys, we lost Ricky, but he's working to get this fixed. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties.
But yeah, I kind of understand what he's talking about.
Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yo,
Yes.
welcome back.
Yes, welcome back. I don't know what happened there. Discord decided to be a butthole.
Yeah.
Either that
Hello?
or yep. Your equipment. I don't know if it was the oh shit. He is having
We
trouble.
lost him again.
Oh no, and you can see my face twice. Because I do that because it's weird if I talk to Ricky and then yeah, or I guess Glitch, but I don't think Glitch I don't think we need to I don't think I look at him I don't think he looks at any of us when he talk. I don't think you need to do
No,
that.
I don't. I have that advantage.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Yep.
you.
Oh,
But
that was
yeah.
weird.
Alright, so
Everything just cut out for me.
rewind.
Nowhere. I couldn't hear anything. I don't know. That was weird.
But yeah,
Now I'm
so like I don't know. I guess that guy just assuming that, like, oh, just because I'm in a chair doesn't mean I know everything about every wheelchair because I fucking don't. I definitely fucking don't. I don't know.
Yeah, something along the lines of that. Pretty much.
Do you think it was more just his assumption of the fact that you were like going to do this or the fact that he was kind of talking up your abilities where it was like, "Oh, well I know that if you're in a wheelchair too, then you're going to definitely take care of him." It's like making that assumption just because you're in a wheelchair too that somehow they're going to
That
get better treatment.
And he also left the wheelchair right in front of me and drove away. And I was like, dude, we got to go inside and fill out a ticket. I got to get your information. I don't just know who you are.
Wait,
I'm not
did he
gonna
drive
magically find you,
off?
Like, hey, your wheelchair's done.
Did he drive off? He just dropped it?
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
He just left it and
That-
drove off.
That doesn't even make any sense. You don't do that at Geek Squad. You don't just say, "Hey, there's something wrong with my computer," and then throw it at him. Figure it out. I'll
You
be
guys are a
back.
bunch of nerds. You can handle it.
I'll be back. It's like we don't know what the fuck is wrong with this thing.
Yeah, exactly. He just like literally threw it in front of me. He's like, drove off. I was like, dude, we need information. We need paperwork to be filled out here. I'm not some
No.
that my superpower isn't knowing every fucking cripple in the world.
Okay. Knowing every cripple. Oh my god. Oh, that's funny. So what happened?
You got
with
him
that?
again.
What was the outcome of that? What and also why like I'm confused. A bicycle shop would work on wheelchairs?
We used to like replace tires and stuff.
Okay, were these like sports
we still-
wheelchairs or
No, they're just like regular manual chairs.
okay.
But we had the ability to order tires, like, because manual chairs, I think they use like a 24.25-inch bead, I think is what it is, which
Okay.
is different than decimal points. It's a different bead, and we have the ability to order that. And we actually had some in stock too. But I
Okay.
don't remember exactly what the outcome is. I want to say I think we waited for him to come back before we did any work on it.
Yeah, because you needed
it's
a
like, dude-
ticket.
Yeah,
You
I
had
was
to
like,
sign something too.
yeah, I was like, I'm not just gonna do anything I want to this chair and then not have you pay for it,
Right, so were you just responsible, like if people came in, you basically would just set them up with a ticket, and then you would figure out the work that needed to be done type deal? Is that how that worked
basically.
there?
Basically, I was a sales associate, a damn
Right.
good one. You want to buy a bike? I'll sell you a bike. It was very weird how people reacted to being sold a bike by a guy in a wheelchair. They're like, "What do you know about bikes?" And I'm like,
But-
"Oh, well, let me tell you what I know about bikes." And they're like, "Wow, you know a lot about bikes." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know a lot about bikes." "Why do you know a lot about bikes?" "Because I broke my neck on a bike." "Oh, okay. Can I buy a
yeah,
bike?" "I'll sell you a bike."
it makes me laugh though that someone would say that to you because it's like I extensively know the history that you have with bikes because I remember seeing you different places like on your bike. So like I know that
Well,
you definitely know.
no one would
Oh,
ever say that to me directly. They never be like, "What do you know about bikes? You're in a wheelchair. You can't walk around a bike."
like you
I
have no
they would just
idea.
they'd
Like
give me a they'd give me a look, be like, "Oh yeah, this bike is good. It's gonna be a good comfort ride. It's good for good touring bike. It's got a wider wheelbase, so it's gonna be a little less sharp on the turns." And then they'd look at me, and then they like look at another person, and be like, "Is he telling the truth?" And they'd be like, "Yeah." And they look back at me like, "Okay, cool."
did they
You know,
do that?
they
Yeah.
need that look of reassurance from everyone what's around them. It's like, "Am I really being sold a bike by this guy who's not riding a bike?" And I'd be like,
Yeah.
"You bet you are."
Yeah, well, was that it was BMX bikes and it was also like the other type of bikes, like the guys that like to just
The other
thin
types,
thin tire, the thin tire
you mean
bikes, like Lance Armstrong people.
just all bikes. Those all
Oh,
bikes. I know a shit
yeah.
ton about all bikes.
Okay.
Road bikes, mountain bikes, hybrids, BMX, kids bikes. I know it all. Well, I used to know it all. It's been years since I worked in a bike shop, but I
Yeah.
could still get by if I wanted to. I still
That
know the
was
terminology.
that was
I
the one
still
off
know.
of Liberia, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I
Hey,
think
what's
I
that
went
like?
in there
Go check them
once.
out. Well,
Anyways, I know that got
I
sidetracked, but
feel
I
like
was just
if our
curious.
audience is a lot of disabled people, they may not need to go to a bike shop.
Yeah, I have seen bikes that people do their arms.
Hand cycles, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Never
I've
mind.
seen that.
Yeah, those
That was very
exist.
presumptuous of
Those-
me, and I apologize.
Did they sell those as well there?
We could order them, but
Oh,
they're
that's
expensive as all hell.
yeah. See, that's the other thing. Like, modifications and stuff are so expensive, but I feel like, yeah, I know we got a little sidetracked there, but I mean, it's interesting. I mean, I don't know. Bikes are kind of, I don't know.
You
I
ever
miss
ridden?
riding one.
Have you ever ridden a bike, John?
I've tried. I could never keep my balance, sadly.
Hmm.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
imagine vision head takes a lot into the whole balance thing, but no, I mean it's mainly no. Actually, have you ever seen that guy who's blind who rides a bike, and he just
Oh, a
literally just
bunch of
does?
blind people ride
Does he do
bikes.
tricks?
Yeah. No, he doesn't do tricks. He just clicks like he goes like, and he used that as like
Yeah.
an echolocation to realize where to know where he's going and get his footing.
Really?
Yeah, it's fucking cool as shit.
That's fucking
It,
crazy.
I can't even remember what his name is and stuff, but yeah, he'll ride a bike up and down a busy street and stuff and just go and just like listen to where all that he'll use echolocations.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's
Yeah.
a really interesting idea. Like, damn, that's cool. Um,
Not even
it-
an idea. It's a concept.
well,
You
whatever
know,
concept, whatever.
it's
What
a
he's
truth.
A
doing.
concept that is being practiced actively.
Yeah, it's a practiced concept.
Well, what I think is cool is speaking of like other stuff I've seen like guys this guy in a manual chair like fucking like go on like half pipes and shit.
Oh yeah, that's wheels.
Fucking crazy.
The the original wheels, not
Yeah.
not you wheels.
You know how many guys in a wheelchair that probably go by wheels?
Probably a lot. What made you want to go by wheels, knowing that there's so many other people going by wheels?
Well, I think it's because the wheelchair gamer, I think it became like a short version of that. Is
Right.
really where it originated. And it wasn't necessarily I didn't start really calling myself that. I think it was just like different people did. And then there was
Right.
I don't know. Then there's other people like there's one particular streamer that refers to me as Hot Wheels and that's my name in their Discord. So, I don't know. There's that
That's a
one.
good one. I like that. I like that one better than wheels.
Yeah,
Hot wheels sounds a lot better.
yeah.
I
I
do
mean
too, surprisingly enough.
that one's for the ladies and that guy. And that one guy.
You know who you are.
I know who I am.
I'm calling you Hot
Jeez.
Wheels from now on. Then can I step it up a notch? Can I call you Sexy Wheels?
Hey, you want to be even more original? There you go. There you go. Um,
Welcome to
Wait.
Wheel of Problems, joined here by Sexy Wheels.
Wheels. Hey. Hey. Hey,
Sexy
hey,
Wheels
hey,
and Sexy
hey.
Sight.
Yeah, that'll be my yeah, guys, watch out for my OnlyFans. It's gonna be my name on there.
There you go, see?
I'm
Steve
gonna
Vick should
whore
agree with
myself
me.
out
Because he's so sexy, call me Hot Wheels, baby.
because he's so sexy. Fucking Steve. Oh my god, you fucking crazy guy, you.
Yeah, I mean, I like him already. He agrees with me. But I mean, what are we gonna do for you, John? We call you sexy sight, sexy vision, glitch sexy.
I don't know.
Sexy
I'm
eyes.
definitely not. That's for sure.
Huh?
I'm a bald old man with a huge beard. I ain't sexy.
Ugh, maybe not to the community you're reaching out to, but there's a community out there for you.
The wizard.
We
Yeah.
can call you. I think I like glitch sexy there. Glitch sexy.
Glitched wizard. The wizard. I don't know. Your beard always reminds me of a wizard for some reason.
That was actually the intention. Believe it or not.
He's got a wizard beard to me.
How long
That
you been growing
was
that
the
thing out?
intention. Since like summer of last year.
Have you cut it at all? Because it looks like
No,
somewhat cut.
we trim it, keep it shaped right, because I'm eventually gonna go for Nordic style braids.
Wait, is it
Oh,
shaped
really?
actually in a more triangular shape, right? That's what it looks like
Yep.
to me.
Yeah, it's
like-
shaped in that triangular pattern to make the braiding process easier whenever it goes
Give
out
us a look
long
at the
enough.
camera. Let's take a look at that. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, I see that. I see the shaping going on.
I want to get the braid. I want to be able to braid mine like the dwarves are able to.
Like the what?
Like the dwarves.
Like,
But yeah,
Oh,
I'm going for
like
I'm
Gimli.
going for horse braids. You know, the braids that dwarven braids were based on.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe those. I don't know. Whatever. It looks cool.
well,
But yeah,
you
that's what I'm
guys
going
are-
for.
You guys enjoy those beards you can grow while I sit here in a pool of depression, crying away my eyes out, wishing I were a man.
Now, do you wish you could have a beard, or do you not care? Is that something you don't give
Oh,
a
of
shit
course
about?
I wish I could have a beard. You know how fucking annoying it is growing up? You're like, how come you're not growing a beard like everyone else during like playoffs or something? Be like, because I can't. Or having your mom say, like, have you even tried growing a beard? I'm like, yes, I've been trying my whole fucking life.
Does it if you try though, does it end up being like a neck beard situation, or does it not even do that?
Yeah, I've been on here where I haven't shaved and it's all stubbly. Well, I had my mustache for a while too, but no, I get like a few hairs here on the, but like you kind of see like my shadow line right here. It just gets really neck beardy, mustache underneath my lip, and a little bit right here, but it's all spotty. I just look real dirty, real dirty. I need someone to
Real
clean
dirty.
me up.
Oh boy, you heard it here, guys.
That's basically my story. Hi, I'm Ricky. Welcome to the
What
stream. I can't
what
grow
a
a beard.
story.
Now, what do you think of those vitamin things? Like, they always say like you can try these serums that will supposedly help you grow a beard. I think
Grow your hair.
I'm not
Yeah.
trying that.
I think they're snake
knows?
venom.
I mean, I'm like, Steve Vixen is right. Every man's fantasy to have a big, glorious beard. But you know what? I've accepted my shortcomings. I'm not going to force myself to grow a beard. I'm not going to go out of my way to try and grow a beard. I'm just going to accept the hair that I do have. Very hairy nipples and very hairy elbows. I'm just going to accept that hair and run with it and accept who I am. And I have a very hairy ass. My ass is like a fucking blanket. I got like one 3-inch long nipple hair, which I call my prize competitor. I'm just gonna be okay with that. Do you guys have nipple hairs like that? I don't think so. You guys can take your beards and shove it while I have my own glorious hair my own glorious hair, okay?
Extra long
Wow.
nipple hair.
Wow.
That is probably one of the best monologues you've ever given.
Yeah.
Call it that.
Maybe this is the truth. You think I'm joking? These are not jokes. These are real life. If the camera could show how hairy I have like weird. Can you kind of see the weird hair on my elbow?
Next stream, we show Ricky's hairy ass.
Oof, I don't think the world's ready for that.
And then
I don't know.
that will be the end of real life problems. It was a good
My
run.
brother can grow a really good beard too, which sucks. Get ready for your close up.
Yeah,
I've
get
been
that
ready.
ass primped and ready.
I've been so ready. I'll spread my cheeks. No, I guess I
Oh
don't need to spread my
God,
cheeks. There's no
God!
hair in there.
It's like it's not
This is a
bleached.
disability podcast, right? Here we are talking about my ass hair.
Hey, hey! I thought this was supposed to be a disability podcast. I didn't realize that this was going to become a OnlyFans shoot. What the fuck?
Hey, man, you got to roll with it and punch it. At least if John wants some hair for the top of his head one day, I'd be happy to donate all the hair off my ass. Be more enough to cover the both of you guys.
Oh, jeez.
Then I guess he'd be a real asshead then, I guess, as opposed to an asshole. He'd have an ass on his
Apparently.
head. He'd have an ass on his head then.
Apparently.
How badly did you want to make that joke this entire time, and then you finally got an opportunity? Because it sounded like you've been sitting on that one for a long time.
Well, when are you ever going to combine two words like ass, head together? I guess I don't know. That wasn't a good joke. Nobody should laugh. Don't laugh at that. That was terrible.
I don't know. I feel like ass hat's probably funnier.
Ass hat. Yeah. It'd be his ass hat.
Yup.
That's actually more accurate because it's, I think that's a more accurate description of that situation.
True. Everyone out in the audience right now, Zenefx, Steve Viction, please tell us how hairy your ass is. We need you to contribute to the conversation.
I don't want to know.
Don't you though?
No, I don't. I seriously don't want to know.
Measure the hairs on your ass and give us a reading.
I don't particularly care enough.
Yeah, smooth.
Well, we know Steve Vection's got a smooth behind. When I was walking, I shaved my ass one time. That was a bad idea.
Why is it a bad idea?
You ever? I mean, you have a beard. You've dealt with aftershave, right? That razor burn. Now imagine that on your ass and trying to sit on a chair.
Yeah, that would definitely be a bad idea.
Yeah.
he had a prickly ass. Prickle ass.
Yeah. So that's why I think people should see me as a hero.
Because
Back on
you
topic.
shaved your ass?
No, because I don't know.
Because they just should.
We're so far removed from our original topic right now that I don't.
Yeah.
This episode.
Some might wonder if we've been smoking something with how random we are today.
I don't think I need to. At this point. I got my fix of comedy.
All right.
Oh, Lord. How long have we even been doing this show today? Oh, okay. We're approaching the...
We're getting close to the hour mark.
Yes.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Everyone on the other end, he'll be over soon enough. You don't have to listen to us anymore.
We'll put you out of your misery soon.
I know. Yeah, last week's episode was so productive. We had a lot of audience interaction. We were talking and stuff, and then today we just been.
Yeah, it's a little bit slower. I mean, that just happens. It just really depends on the. I've noticed that depending on
Oh, I'm not ashamed. I'm proud of everything.
I think we had a good episode. I don't know. And by the way, these need to be posted. And I know people probably like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why aren't you posting this shit? After the fact. We have been on YouTube though, but like I said, I don't know. That needs to be figured out. So letting you guys know that is happening still. So audio forms of this going to happen, as opposed to just YouTube and this. So then that way people can see the show later or listen to the show later. This one, you're probably going to be like, this is fucking random as hell.
Tune in next week where we dip ourselves in wax and become completely hairless.
Could you imagine
like
Chewbacca? Have you ever seen Chewbacca hairless? It looks really fucking weird.
Out of everything that's been said today, that's probably the weirdest thing.
Hairless Chewbacca. Look that up.
I'd rather not.
Yeah, I'm with John on this one. I'm not going to do that.
That just doesn't interest me. I don't really care that much.
All right, let's go back to the hero topic. If you're a hero, so we already mentioned what kind of superpowers we'd have, but what kind of hero would you be? Would you be the kind of like hero who hates his own superpowers and doesn't want to do anything but does it but begrudgingly, or would you be the hero that just like I have superpowers now, I better go out in the fold and just go out there and do my thing?
Well, actually, I mean, I kind of wish my superpower was being even more productive. Or maybe being able to slow down time. Because then if I could slow down time, I could, like...
You could procrastinate even longer.
I could pause it, and I could be like, oh, we'll get this done. And then speed time back up. You know, I don't know.
I read somewhere that if you can pause time, you basically die. Because if you're pausing all time itself, then the light that is moving completely stops too. So there's nothing for that light to reach your eyes. All the oxygen molecules in the air will stop moving too. So they'll stop reaching your lungs. So basically you'll see nothing, breathe nothing, and then just die.
Wow, science ruins everything.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Damn. Well, fucking science. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah. I used to be confused with Bill Nye, science guy. People used to like to say that because it's like my name's Bill, so it's like, oh, we must be like Bill, and I'd be like, what? And they'd be like, you know, the song. I'd be like, oh, okay. That was a bad. That was a really
No,
bad
I understand your pain. I have done it to so many people.
Wait, you've done it to people, or you?
Yeah, that whole joke. I've done it to people.
Anytime.
Another streamer.
I've been a part of an entire 5th grade class who did it to someone.
Really?
God.
All right. Tell us about it.
Well, a special guest presenter came in, said his name was Bill, and that's all it took.
And the whole class just chants Bill.
Yep. Bill Nye, the science guy. And what's even worse is it was a science class, too.
How long did it go on? Did it interrupt him from speaking?
No, he was actually expecting it.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
like at that point, if your name is Bill and you're alive during the era of Bill Nye the Science Guy, you have it coming. Just expect it and roll with it.
Yeah, that's what he did. He expected it.
Sorry.
He rolled with it. It was good.
That's funny.
Sorry, Sexy Wheels, but your sympathy, you have none from me.
Yeah, but well, then there's another streamer that liked to do that. It's even her sound when I come in her chat. Bun Wolf. I don't know if she still. I think she still streams. She does YouTube videos too. But she used to always make fun, like that's my intro song. At least it was at a point where I'd come in and it would go Bill.
Hey, nice. Yeah, the only worst I got was people would ask me if I was related to Jackie Chan. I was like,
what?
No. Because Chang and Chan are close enough, I guess, where people can stretch that into a joke.
I guess. Ha ha ha.
I don't know.
Oh, goodness
There we have it.
gracious. Well, I guess the one thing would be if, I guess, you know, because there is the ability to comment on this video. In the comments, you know, tell us what, if you had a superpower, you know, what would it be?
What would it be?
And that goes for anybody that is disabled or one of the normies. If you want,
Back
If
in my
you're
day, I called them leggers.
well, whatever the case, how about we make this more interesting? If you don't already have a disability, what disability would you accept in exchange for your chosen superpower?
And what superpower and what
That's
disability?
a very well worded question.
Yeah, so your superhero power and then the disability paired with it. Like, what would you?
Yes.
Let us know.
And it's
So-
better. The more ironic, the better it is. Like me with my sight, I can't see normally, but I can see beyond our normal spectrum.
So there you go.
So can I like reinvent myself then, or come up with a new disability and superpower?
I mean, I guess if that's
Sure, why not? I mean,
if that's what you want to do, sure.
why
I
not?
don't know. Now I have to think because that's a whole new boss. What other disabilities are out there? There's disabilities.
Yeah, there's a bunch. That's why it's a good thinking question.
Right,
Yeah, it's-
right, and we'll try to interact with that. I'll also try to maybe throw it out in the Twitterverse, see what we get there. But the video, not able to post it yet. Right after, I'll have to post it probably tomorrow. So, which will be, in case you're watching this video, which will be the 8th of August.
Ooh, I thought of a good pairing. Lou Gehrig's disease, but you're not a telepath. What's the one where you can move objects with your mind?
Telekinetic.
Telekinetic. Okay, you get ALS and you're telekinetic.
That is a good one.
All
There you
right,
go.
not bad, huh?
That is a crazy good one.
You can't move, but you can move everything around you.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's so maybe that gives you some food for thought
Yeah,
there.
Like
Call Lou
sucking-
Gehrig telekinetics.
Yeah. You sitting there floating chairs transporting you around because you can move the world around you, just not yourself. So you sit on the chair and
And you're pouring
There you
ice
go.
buckets on everyone.
Hey, you can throw the bucket on them.
That's what
Yeah.
I
You're
just said.
mine. There you go.
That-
Finally made it home. Well, there we go.
Well, too little, too late, Zen Effect.
Because we're
actually about to end,
but
Yup. We're calling it a day.
I appreciate the
As do I.
participation that you did show earlier because obviously we
Of
always
course,
like
we do-
people to talk to. Steve, thank you for talking to us as well.
We appreciate the Zen Effect and Steve Vacation
The
and
eviction.
how totally hairless Steve Viction is. Definitely much appreciated.
The important
Any final-
things.
Any final thoughts? Any last comments? Anything anyone wants to get off their chest? Any last superpowers before we wrap things up and call it a night here, boys?
Nah,
Not that I can
I'm
think of.
good.
I mean, I think we
Nah.
kind of covered everything. So, like I said, guys, comment. Let us know. Let us know what you think. Let us know what what disability, what hero, what superpower you'd take, and we'll go over that next week, hopefully.
So you can beat Lou Gehrig's and telekinetic. My dude hooked me up with some good weed.
Well,
Hey,
that's
hell, have him hook me up too. I could use a good smokage.
that's really ending on a high note.
High note.
Ha ha ha!
I'm ashamed to be
Ding.
associated with you two.
I knew where he was going with that.
I
as soon as
wanted
he
to
said
say
it.
that.
I'm like,
I
let's
had to
do
say
it.
that. I needed to say that
We
joke.
both said at the same time.
Yeah, that's why I said he needed to say it, and I knew where he was going. So I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
And then to make you feel the cringe, Ricky, feel it.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I never had any high expectations from you, anyways.
By the way, to clarify,
Oh.
that is in COD, not in real life, because that would be a whole other thing.
So now I'm gonna
Obviously.
shoot at people gets stoned. Oh, I thought we were going back to him being transformed into a humomorphic penis, like shooting semen at everywhere while really high.
I mean,
Oh, gee.
oh god. Yeah, humans are too cool to shoot.
Sure are.
Yeah, that's not
All
a.
right.
Yeah, obviously.
All right, since our final comments are my dude hooked me up with some good weed, I think that's a good place to wrap things up then. So, thanks
I
everyone out there in the Chatterverse. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Wheel Life Problems. You can subscribe to us wherever podcasts are found. You can find them in a lot of places. Follow us on
A
Twitter at
whole lot of
Problems
places.
Wheel. You can follow me on the socials, except for Twitter, because I hate Twitter, at the Rickles. You can follow Bill at Wheelchair Gamer. If you're already here, you already know how to spell it. So I don't need to spell that out to you people. And you can follow John at Glitched Vision, spelled just like Glitched Vision.
And don't forget to hit that purple heart if you like the channel, because
Yeah. Good old Purple Hearts.
and that command does not work. So.
All right. Well, thanks again, folks, and remember to keep it wheel, very sexy wheel.
And we will miss you until next time, Zen. Thank you so much, and we're rolling out.
Till next time, folks. Good tidings to you, Zan Effect. Boy.
Have a good one.
And also, thank you for that sub, Zen. I appreciate that. That helps support the channel. I appreciate that Prime sub, man. And we're definitely gonna play some games soon. So, anyways, see you later, man. Thank you so much.
Sayonara.
Have a good one.